Good evening. This will be a relatively short recording just to show how snapshots and quick photographs can be improved and made more useful. We're not talking works of art here, but we're talking about if a camera is slipped or whatever. So one of the worst things, or one of the annoying things that can happen is the horizon not being level. And so this is using Photoshop Elements, and they have this one tool, which is right down here, and it's called the Straighten tool. And it will put the horizon level for you. So this is the pointer you get, and you need to basically tell the computer what you want to be level. So there we are. And it just does it that quickly. So, but the trouble is you're left with these gaps, and Photoshop Elements will give you an opportunity to do it yourself, or go down here where it says autofill. So we'll go over here. This is a navigation panel, and I use it a lot. And this is for history, so it'll take you right back to the beginning, so you can experiment around. Okay, here we are again. So now, this time it should do the whole thing for me. So I'm going to try and find my pointer. It's a challenge for anybody who has bifocals. Yeah, that's not quite parallel. And the computer's busy filling in the gaps, and it doesn't do a bad job. This horizon is now level, though this is not a good one to show you in a way, because this will the wood here will tend to throw you off a bit. But anyway, that is one way if you've got the camera which isn't just perfectly even. It will also work for the vertical. And here's the flagpole, which is camera was on the side of it. So back to the Straighten tool, and back to the flagpole, and again, just bring this just, and so now it'll fill in the bits on the side. It's quite a bit involved in doing that, obviously. And now I think that does appear quite vertically. So those are two very effective and simple tools to use. Now, the next ones do take a little bit more challenging. And what we'll do is the camera, when it does it, will sometimes take perspective errors. And it's on the left-hand side of the picture there, that condominium looks really off. And so the camera will, the Photoshop Elements will have a go at trying to straighten this up a bit. It's something which the more you use, the easier it gets, but it is a bit of a challenge, but very effective when it does work. Okay, so you go to the crop tool up there, and then when it comes down to the tool options, you take this one with a picture. It's called the perspective crop tool. So that's the one. And you will, like with any other crop tool, you will get a graph or squares across, and here we are. Okay, and bring it right the way down across. And you can see a little bit of a roundness thing on that, so you can actually crop that out at the same time. Good. So, but you can see this lamppost is certainly all to pieces as well. So now you've got this and the building. So you come up to here where the cropping begins until the pointer goes white, which it has done there. You want to make sure that you I don't know what happened there, but that is this tool. It can be a little bit challenge. So you line up these squares with the building. You either choose a window or a building or downright a drain pipe or something. Now you come to the other side. And again, be careful not to let your mouse come down a bit. That one, I think I've just caught myself in time. And this one comes across and you can line it up against that window, that downright. I think that's probably, yeah, those lines are not bad. Again, make sure you take it right to the top. Check the other side has not been thrown off, and it has a little bit, so you can come up to there, a bit further in. Okay, up to the top. Right. Now we'll keep an eye on see what happens to this street light here. So I think that's ready to go. Click. This is now upright. And I do think that building looks a little less likely to collapse, but this is what it was like when we started. And this is what it's like afterwards. Starting. Not perfect, but I think it's certainly reasonably effective. So we'll now have a look at the bell tower. I think that's in Avignon. And again, this one looks very flat and it looks as though it's leaning away from the person. So back to the crop tool, the perspective crop tool. And I feel I should make this a bit bigger. I'm going to just, that's better. So back to the perspective and drag it all the way across. And I'm just coming a little short, see if we can get rid of that black thing up there. But okay, so now we'll up here, wait for the cursor to go white. Line up against the side of the bell tower. Same over this side. And okay. And let's click and see what happens. Not that impressive, but just get it to the right size. So Control-0 will zoom you to the appropriate side. And this is how it started. And this is how it ended. Yeah, maybe it doesn't seem to lean away so much, but it's a tool which does require persistence and playing with. Yeah, yes, I don't like the way it seems to be leaning to the left. But now we should go with this one. Again, I'm going to increase the size a little bit. And back to the perspective tool and drag it across. And wait for the arrow to go white. Line this up with the building, making sure your mouse is at the top. Same this side, there's a cursor gone white. This one is actually not too much on the left. That looks fairly even. Yep, we'll make a go of that. And too close in to judge, so Control 0. And that is certainly straighter. I think I accidentally chopped off a bit of it here, but even so. So that is a way of rescuing these things, and two easy tools, one that's a bit more challenging, but is quite powerful and quite effective. Thank you.